All right, let's see. Let's see if everything is working. I can see myself. That is absolutely amazing. We are just going to wait for a few more people. I do apologize already in advance for the delay of the stream. This is the very first time. I hope you can all hear me, and I can see some people in chat already. Jay Wills, Ferg himself as well, Draper, and as well the Dragon. Absolute amazing to have you all here. The Steinsert is back. Of course, you have to wear something nice for a nice and exciting stream. I hope you can hear me. I can hear my microphone is a bit back. I'm going to quickly change it. Great. It's always good to... There we go. How is this? I have just changed my audio input. Much better. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We have 12 viewers as well already here. Voice of an angel. Draper, an absolute pleasure to have you here as well. Guys, this has been such a struggle to set up everything, and very, very unfortunate that we don't have Gamma, who is actually an amazing in setting up everything. So yeah, apologies on my side for the delay and the audio issue and the slightly different stream as well. That was more or less last minute, and I'm just gonna have a go in a few seconds. I'm still learning the program as well. I just started learning in maybe like half an hour ago, so we'll see how much we can do, and if I can go close to Gamma's performance. But I'm just gonna keep talking before we start, waiting for a few more viewers and see how it is. And I can see the chat already going nuts. Draper, Mark, Jamie, AJ, Nathan, Daniel as well. Absolutely perfect. Let's pay some respect, everyone. Let's pay some respect for Gamma. And in the chat, unfortunately, he is not able to make it today, but I will do my very best to go into his big shoes, and yeah, we'll see how it goes today. We have a slightly different plan, and yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We have 14 viewers as well at the moment. Let's wait for a little bit longer, and then before we start, at the meantime, I'm just gonna prepare everyone. Hopefully, if Gamma is watching this as well, I think he has some family time as well right now. So very, very exciting. Don't worry, it's not going to be me only. We will have a guest as well. I will have a guest on my side who will support me and give me some coffee breaks as well, or tea breaks while talking. Very, very important as well. But until then, we're just going to see how many people we can get together. Aw, AJ doesn't want to pay respect in the chat. Unbelievable, 15 viewers as well now. Amazing, guys. Good to have you all here. Daniel, man, absolute amazing. I know I love you all as well. So this is the main reason why I'm doing this. I'm jumping into new waters, trying things out, and see how it goes. But I think after waiting for a few more minutes, we can start as well. So before we start, I'm just gonna go quickly through the. I could see Jay was as well Academy better than Tier 1. Well, from the start, I can absolutely agree. That was a very, very fun start. But we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. So coming to the schedule for today, I have my notes as well here on my site. We're going to do a quick and a short review of what happened in Russia. I can actually put this away. Very well organized. Yeah, we're doing a quick review from Russia. I'm going for the single tiers, CRA, and going to tier 3, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 1. Before we lose a few words about expectations and oh, Ethan, very nice. He took the tips for Suzuka, improved the time. Amazing. It's good to see. Good to see some improvement there. It's going to look strong then for this week. But yeah, we're going to have a quick review, a quick expectations for every single tier. I'm just going to lose a few words before I lose my voice here. It's been very busy as well on my side streaming, so my voice needs to get used to streaming and talking a lot, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So, and also usually I was the one who's just opening the graphics, and Gamma was the one who's as well doing everything in the background. So apologies in advance if all what we do today is not going very smoothly, but I will do my my very best. My voice is already struggling, so let's just jump into it. Let's do a quick review and see what we had in Russia. So if I can actually get into that one, we are going to start with my apology, my voice is really not going well at the moment, but let's see if we can make this work. Let's have a quick look. There we go. Let's get into that one. That was the wrong button. Perfect. So we are going to have a look, a quick review about the CRA. Very, very exciting races in every single tier. We started off with CRA at the very beginning on Monday. That was a lot of fun the very first time as well. We had 3 commentators, which we received some feedback as well. So that was to give it a try. It didn't work out in the best way. However, to the actual racing, we did have 1 safety car and as well 2 virtual safety cars. Turn 1 in Russia was very, very famous for every single tier, for a few crashes here and there. So CRA started on Monday already with some a crash at the very beginning, which forced a safety car as well straight away. Very, very unfortunate at the beginning. However, coming to the there you go. I just checked everything. Coming to the driver itself, we had Hedgehog was a very, very impressive drive. He started from P12 and made it all the way up to P4 in Russia. Very, very impressive. And also just to quickly mention, we had 135 seconds in total, 135 seconds in total of time penalties. Russia is a track definitely a fight for time penalties, and we already saw this in the CRA on Monday. So let's have a look at the finish from CRA. Piero currently on 73 points on the lead with Freefall just following him on P2. Jay Wills as well in 52 points. And yeah, it's going to be a very, very close battle at the front. We had 4 drivers dominating the lobby on CRA, and very exciting to see who is going to go next, who will be able to stop all of them. And yes, we are going to jump to the next one, jumping to CSC 3 as soon as everything is working wonderful. And that's the wrong one again. Perfect. Here we go. Mr. Little Juan, is he in the chat? Mr. Juan, I have not seen you in the chat, I think. But very, very impressive here from him again. Again, he finished again on P1. We had as well both Red Bulls DNF'd, unfortunately, in turn 1 in Russia, unfortunately for them. But Little Juan, very, very impressive. Again, just having a huge lead of 34 points instead of 4-star. Very, very impressive. Maybe something as well for the admins to look into if he's in the right tier. But as well, No Fandangle is currently on P3, but everything is very, very close. We have Killer J on P4, currently 33 points, just very close behind. And also Sprunky on the same amount of points, 33. And followed by Jacko, who impressed as well with some good overtakes in Russia, 32 points. And then following down Tomo Tip Top, Freddy, Craigo, and Makoni. So the top 10 very close together, except of Little Juan. But yeah, I think he's an alien at the moment in his own world. Little Juan, very, very impressive again. But can we just give a moment to Mr. Killer J, because his performance was absolutely incredible. Let's have a quick look as well in the chat. Let's see what the guys are thinking. Definitely P20 to P2, great drive from Killer J, absolutely smashing it. Let's see if we can use this. There we go. And I would like to officially announce the driver of the week. Of course, we did have, no, not this one. Not this one. We did have our Killer J starting from P20 to P2. Absolutely impressive. So Killer J definitely deserved a great applause here. Very, very impressive. That is something that not everyone can pull off. Killer J, the driver of the week. Definitely. Great, great performance from him. But we are going to jump to the next one as well, CRC 2. Just jumping forward, making everything a little bit quick because we have a tight schedule and we want to go to the main part. He's already waiting and he can't wait to get on stream. So moving forward, we have, where was I? So we were at Killer J, CRC 3. Now we are at CRC 2. As you can see, I'm absolutely well prepared just after learning everything. Again, apologize to everyone. Oh, there we go. Where am I? There we go. 100% wonderful. Absolutely incredible, this technique. Gamma, I need you back. Absolutely amazing job that he did. So Gamma, I hope you are enjoying your time off, and I will try my best here to fill in your shoes, but incredible work that you did every single time. Wonderful, perfect. However, we're going to move on. CRC2. We had a very, very interesting race in Russia for CRC2, and the only tier CRC2 that did not crash in turn 1. So maybe all the other tiers have a tier to look at and maybe rewatch the stream and learn something for every single one of them. why is the picture of the car in Belgium and not in Russia? GG Mark. But the car, not the track. All right, as we can see, we do have some more difficulties or some issues as well here and there, but we're going to move on. VMark, absolutely impressive. He did have 2 races, which he did win. So, Mark, I'm not 100% sure what he is doing in that tier at this moment, but he's leading the championship, the more than double the points. 80 points Mark on P1 at the moment, followed by Alex and Dragon, both on 37 points. So guys, just keep pushing for it. Nothing is lost. You can still make it. You can still get some good points here. But VMark currently on P1 with 80 points. And I've heard a little bird told me as well that those 2 tracks was as well just a lucky catch for him. But so everyone is going to look at Mark now on Thursday in Japan if he can do the same again. So Mark, absolutely impressive drive from him. Moving on to our tier number 1 and the supposedly the quickest tier, my bad. But from what we've seen on stream, I'm not excluding myself because I was involved as well in the first-hand incidents, plural. We had our very, very first red flag caused by a crash, not by a disconnect, but by a crash from the league, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, we had a restart. After turn 1, we had a 6-car DNF crashed out, and then we had a red flag. We had to restart the race. And even then, after the restart, we had another crash, which I was unfortunately involved again. So tier 1 at the moment. Harvey, currently P1 with 61 points, still leading the championship with 12 points before Indian Jesus, who was a driver of the week last race. And Ferg as well, just with 8 points behind on P3 right now. Nathan and P4. Mercedes looking very, very strong here, both on over 30 points, P4 and P5 for Nathan and Feral Fury. And talk about Feral Fury, that was absolutely impressive drive from him. He did got started on a P6 and finished P2. Very impressive drive from ISRL. Feral Fury, we're just gonna wait for him until he's changing his ISRL to CRL as well. But no one said that. Everyone is welcome as well with their names as they wish. Following Louis Light as well on P6, 30 points, 28 points. Nemo P7, AJ as well, the second brother, 24 points, sharing the same amount of points with Alex Hamilton himself as well, P9. And Duwil is currently on P10. Our last season championship winner is currently on P10. Still struggling a little bit, but the season is long and it is about consistency. Every single driver in every tier has still a great chance of going up the ladder and earning some more and higher points. So this is just the beginning before we have some more races in different tracks. Very, very funny and very exciting as well. The next track, talking about tracks, the next track is in Japan, an absolutely tough track to do, especially the S section in Sector 1. Absolutely, I can't wait. I'm speechless. I can't wait for the race to start, because starting from qualifying, we're gonna see already who's gonna be able to take the pole position. Pole position is going to be so crucial. Let's see if we have it, if I have any nice graphic as well. As I said, I'm doing everything at the same time, so we'll see about that. I don't. So let's just quickly go through. So for CRA, there's a big announcement as well now, which I have the honor to do. We have now for CRA the Academy doing the very first time, jumping from the short qualifying of 18 minutes into the full qualifying format for one race, to see how that goes and to see the drivers, if they like it, if they don't. So we will see on Monday, tomorrow. Make sure to be there as well on the stream. I'm looking forward to see you all in the chat. And unfortunately, I need to jump into another big shoe, Mr. Pheasant. Absolutely incredible. I'm not too sure if I can reach his level, but I will do again my very best as a co-commentator to try the very, very best for tomorrow, as we have as well some more people. Makoni joined as well in the chat. Welcome, Makoni. At the same time, people are cheering up for Harvey as a GOAT, and it's going to be very, very exciting. Japan, it's all about the qualifying position. Jumping to CRC 3, Mr. Lil Juan, absolutely smashing. Absolutely impressive. His performance currently undefeatable. Will we see maybe one of his weak tracks, or is he just gonna smash everyone else again? And very same situation again. We talked about him already, and we talked about him, Mr. V Mark. Mr. V Mark. Will he be able to perform great on his track? That a bird told me, a bird, no one else, he would struggle a little bit. And as well, 2 more guys joined the chat here. CRL Panda, absolutely amazing. Team Panda Racing, put it in the chat. Absolutely amazing to see you guys all here. And Greg's Game Center as well. How are you all doing? You're just perfectly joined before we come to our main part of the evening. But yes, CRC2, Mark, is he going to be able to take another pole position for qualifying? We will find out. We will find out on Thursday. Make sure to watch the stream as well. If not, if you watch anything else like tier 1 or tier 3, or whatever preference you have, it's totally fine. We have everything recorded. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel as well to watch it back. And coming to CSC 1, very, very tough. I've seen the time trial races and times already, and it's absolutely impressive. Fergus already on the top at the moment. I don't know how he's doing that. He's 6/10 quicker than me. And will we see another Ferg, another Mr. Saturday P1 for Japan, where it's going to be so crucial? Or is Duel maybe able to come back and get some more points to get higher positions? So very, very exciting races in every single tier, guys. I can't wait for the race to start. As a prospector, Japan on my side is a little bit tricky. However, guys, this was a very, very small and short review and expectations part, because now we have a new section we would like to try out to everyone and see how it comes across to all the viewers. And we would like to start a driver introduction on stream, on the podcast. We're trying to have it as well every single Sunday. And it is a big pleasure for me to actually going for the first try. However, we had so many difficulties. So the idea was we want to give some more people to be rather in front of camera, or just to give them all the possibility and the option to introduce themselves if they want to do a camera, and if they have to set up, they're more than welcome to do so. Our first contender does have a setup and has a camera as well. So it is an absolute pleasure to announce Mr. Freefall himself, aka Scott. How are you doing? How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, Steiny. Pleasure to be here for the first driver on this new segment you're trying out. I must admit, when you did invite me for a little one-on-one chat on Valentine's Day, I had something different in mind. We'll make the most of this.
Don't worry, we have our little Valentine's chat here on stream, so everyone can watch us as well at the same time. And I can see already you have the Alfa Romeo Racing tricot well prepared here. Why do you wear it? Is there some background story you would like to share?
No particular reason. Just repping for the team, you know, at the Constructors Championship. Trying to do my part, so got the rep for the boys.
Perfect.
Mr. Adrian himself there as well.
Wonderful. That's good to hear. Always good to see some support there for the team as well. However, we're going to start just slowly, have a small chat. And why don't you start and just say a few words about yourself? Some people are seeing your face the very first time. I had the pleasure already before. To everyone else as well in the chat, don't worry, guys. We know each other for a longer time, so we can actually call each other a kind of a friend already. Yeah, we had the pleasure already doing some video calls. Absolutely amazing. A newcomer, Freefall Scott. Why would you? Tell us a little bit something about you. Like, who are you?
Yeah, I'm Freefall, also known as Scott, or as Steiny seems to prefer, Scotty. I've just joined up with CRL this season, part of the CRA, the academy, and this is my first venture into any kind of league racing, although I've been playing the Formula 1 games for years. So, pleasure to be here.
Wonderful, perfect. It's amazing to have you here as well. How did everything start for you with racing, Formula 1 racing, or racing in general? I've heard there was a long history as well for you in gaming scene. Let's start in the gaming scene. Like, how did you get into racing?
Let's start off with the original Gran Turismo back in about 99, 2000. It was something just I used to sit and play with my father all the time, and yeah, we'd just sit there at night or weekends or whenever he was free, and I would inadvertently just bounce off around the walls at that age, but it sort of got the bite into me for the racing, and continued on from there. First kind of foray into the Formula 1 side of things would be probably about 2006. Again with Formula 1 Championship Edition, I think it was, and from then on, all the Codemasters games. It's just sort of continued, along with stuff like Gran Turismo, Project Cars, and Dirt, and the rest of them.
So the usual big ones, Gran Turismo, Formula, Project Cars, and Codemasters game as well. But you started with the racing games way before me even, so absolutely good to see you as well. Performing as well on your best level, or maybe is this your best level? What do you think? What's your current situation?
I'm happy where I'm doing at the moment. After 2 races, we're sitting P2 in the drivers. Yeah, absolutely. But we're here for league racing, here to try and push it as far as I can and see if I can try and catch up to you guys as best as I can.
I've heard you've done some great training as well already, so you keep trying to improve as well, right? Doing some training sessions here and there. And what do you race on? Do you have a controller, or do you have a proper steering wheel?
Currently, well, for the league racing, I use the pad, purely because the Formula 1, I'm still getting up to speed with things, and I do have a rig. It is a little outdated. Doesn't quite allow me to fully race on the Formula 1, I would say, with manual gears, manual ERS, purely because the buttons are not the best laid out. It is a PS2, PS3 wheel that I've adapted to suit the PS4. And yeah, I've got a little racing set up. I can, if you want,
of course,
give you a little view.
Yeah,
If you
why
got
not? Why
your
not?
camera
Yeah,
magic thing,
show
um,
us around. Show us around. And
I'll,
then,
you'll have to ignore my lovely living room while I do some settings here, Steiner, because
of
you know,
course, no
this
worries.
is our
And then
professional.
this is our very professional stream here. Sorry about the
I don't seem to be able to turn the camera around, but we'll just
inconvenience.
do it in landscape.
Let's just have a quick look if everything's working, and I will be back with him very shortly. He's just setting up everything to show the rig. At the meantime, let's have a quick look into. Let's see if this one works again. Lovely.
This is for some reason the back camera's not working, so we're having to do it from front camera view. But it is a Logitech Driving Force GT, which came out in 2007. It was designed for the PS2 and the PS3. So as you can see, the buttons on it are a bit basic.
Yes.
And it has also only got the 2 pedals. The seat itself is just a 80 quid X Racing, I think it is. Fun story with that, it's actually designed for a child because I'm that short. So, but I make it work the best I can. Still getting up to speed with the Formula One side of things, but
yeah,
hopefully my aim by the end of this current season is to be full time on the wheel.
perfect, wonderful. As we have another small frozen screen as well, some more technical difficulties here. As we said, we have not tried it yet before, so let's have a quick look if we can get it work again. And there we go. We are back. We are back. Apologies for the difficulties. But yeah, amazing rig. Actually, much better than my rig. I'm just sitting on a very uncomfortable kitchen chair. I had my pillow and this nice blanket on top as well, trying to look professional. But that's a nice rig. Maybe a time for another upgrade as well for the steering wheel. It looks a little bit older.
Yeah, it is 14 years old this year. So maybe time for an upgrade. Be looking at that the next month or so, definitely. Try and bring myself up to a bit more modern standard.
Yeah, perfect. And let's see why it is it not working. Great moment here again. Let's quickly go into full screen and hope that the connection is going to be better very soon. But yeah, very nice setup there already. Let's hope we have him back now. There we go. We have you back. Wonderful. So the Baby Yoda, as well as some people saw in the chat, Baby Yoda as well on top is doing currently some driving lessons. So maybe we'll see a Baby Yoda next time racing for the academy, or is going to be Scott as well still. But talking about F1, let's go into real life F1. Like, you have an Alfa Romeo shirt. Are you supporting Alfa Romeo in real life as well, or which direction do you go, or which team, which driver do you prefer? What is your passion, your team, your driver?
It's a bit of a sad time for me at the moment. The last few years, I'm a Williams fan. So it's been it's been a tough few seasons. certainly say that. That just sort of goes back to one of the historic teams, one of the the true independent operators, much like Sauber were before Alfa Romeo. That's maybe a touchy subject, but to me, the epitome of what a Formula One team can be independently run.
Amazing. I've seen as well here in the chat so many supporters for your Baby Yoda. Some people are already saying like plus 10 points for free fall just to have Baby Yoda in his rig. So people love your rig. I think it's a good start for us to see how it comes across. Just having a quick look through the chat. Guys, this is your opportunity if you want to get to know Scott, aka Freefall, aka whatever is. If you have some more ideas, put it in the chat. If you have any questions for him, put everything in the chat, and we can ask him directly. This is your opportunity to get to know your rivals, your potential future rivals, a bit better, and to prepare for some upcomer. Freefall is a newcomer here for this league. Talking about this league as well, you being a newcomer, which is absolutely amazing. We have so many newcomers, and so many are impressing already with the pace in their current tiers. And maybe we have to have a look into the right tier and direction if they're set in the right tier. But how did you find the league? How did everything start with league racing? It's a competitive racing. It's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
It's definitely a different feeling than jumping in an unranked lobby and trying to avoid the torpedoes into turn one. It's a lot more organized, a lot more almost real, as daft as that sounds. It's like the proper thing. Well, as close as you can get, I suppose. Getting into the league, that was actually, it was a group on Facebook just for people looking out for leagues, essentially. And Mr. Head Admin, Nathan, had put a little post in just poking around for drivers.
Commercial is working there. Wonderful. A shout out to Head Admins.
So I fired Nathan a message. He got me to join the server and did the standard thing, the trials, and then eventually the pace tests, and here I
am. Wonderful. Before we go ahead as well, we have the first question already from AJ himself in the chat. So the question is to you: who do you get your setups from, or do you make them yourself? Question mark.
No, this is. I can see him smiling already. I borrow Mr. Steinschlag's setups himself and tweak about with. He has gave me a little hand here and there with a few things, just to try and optimize it for my pad traction control using. So
yeah, we had a few lessons at the beginning. That was I have to say, after the few training lessons that we did, you have improved by a lot. I think you improved by 2-3 seconds from the very beginning. So absolutely impressive as well. At the very beginning, your pace was.
Don't mention what's your style. Just say it how it is.
Questionable. Let's put it this. It was questionable. However, I saw your passion straight away, and then we had some small sessions here and there, and since then you have actually improved a lot. So as well, maybe a good example of every other driver as well, given the opportunity to start in lower tiers, just to be poked into the right direction and climbing up the tiers as well, until maybe we have another tier on top of tier 1. We'll see how many aliens will get, like Ferg and Duel. So very impressive improvement there as well. It's working out as well in qualifying, but what's happening in the race?
I was keyed into an interesting stat that allegedly 50% of poles in Cone result in a win. So I'm well below average in that thing. But qualifying pace has been good. It just seems to be obviously Bahrain. I had a little bit of commentator's curse, I would describe it as. You might be able to, let us in with that. I had a little spin on the curve of death, which I think, to be fair, many people did. Jay Wells as well on that tier, another quick driver on that race, suffered from the curve of death. And then Russia last week. I mean, I don't know what it was like for you guys sitting watching at the time, but that was a nice little battle at the front between the four of us. Didn't quite work out for me. Jay Wells again. Guy was on his lap times. Amazing start from him, and maybe a little fortunate with the VCS, I must admit, but
too unfortunate.
And I've got to say, good win for him there. And ultimately, the penalties cost me P2 because I couldn't keep it between the lines.
Of course, I mean, Russia is one of the toughest tracks as well. It's always a struggle against the time penalties. And yeah, in Academy, we had over 130 seconds of time penalties. Unfortunately, Ben was the one who suffered the most, unfortunately. I think he finished on track. Was it P4 and then he dropped down, or was it P3? So very, very unfortunate for him. But good to see as well some more people as well in the chat here. Alpha just quickly asked who's being interviewed. But Mark has a question as well for you directly. It's related to your t-shirt. Where did you get it from? Is it an official shop or?
It was the official shop. I've actually got the bag here. It's from the official Alfa Romeo shop. It came out, I think I ordered it on the Saturday, and it arrived on the Tuesday, direct from Milan. It was
from Milan.
Very
wow.
timely.
Wow. It sounds like a very, very quick delivery as well during this different time zone. When did you order it? When did you get it? Is it a bit older already, or just recently?
I ordered it pretty much as soon as I found out I'd be in the Alfa Romeo.
Okay. Wonderful to support us straight there, and it's lovely to see. Lovely to see as well. Perfect. And yeah, I think that is it from my side. I actually don't have any questions so far. If you have any further questions, guys, put it in the chat unless if we have no further questions, just going through all the chat as well, making sure I didn't miss anything. If you have anything, put it in the chat. It's your chance right now. Other than that, I think that was the very first attempt of doing a driver interview or a preview of giving every single person a chance to be on camera as well. If they don't have the setup, it doesn't matter. If you still want to be on stream, we'll find some ways around how we can implement every single driver and how we can promote this as well. Hopefully we'll be able to do this every week as well. But yes, until then, do you want to leave any last words, your expectations, anything you're looking forward to for next week? Anything last you want to share with us, Mr. Freefall Scotty?
Yeah, I'm excited about the prospect of doing full qualifying this week. See how myself and the rest of the guys in the academy cope with that. It'll be a nice wee change. And also, we'll see how the weather is in Japan. See how that affects the race. So that'll be the two sort of key things I'm looking out for. Qualifying and the weather.
Yes, the weather is always very, very fun. We had so much rain as well. But I have another question as well for you to end up the stream, because we were so excited always to see your battles for the 4 cars in front. You, Piero, J. Wills, and Ben. So do you think we will see an amazing side-by-side action in Sector 1 in the, everyone know, the S section? Do you think we will see that? Or is that a bit more unlikely? How confident are you?
Not to give anything away, I won't be making any rash moves in the first sector from the S's. Be a long race, but it could happen. Guys like J. Wills, if he can get another start like that again, he could be clear into the leads, overtaking however many cars or pulling out however many seconds at the front. I've no doubt of that. But I'll just be trying to make sure I get through the first sector in one piece.
Wonderful. I think that will be the main task as well, not only for the academy, but for every other tier as well, except of tier 2, as it was the only tier which didn't crash or didn't have a crash in turn number 1. But other than that, guys, this is it from me. I can see already the big support from AJ, from Mark, from Dragon, from everyone who texted. It's perfect time, by the way. I'm about to lose my voice. So thank you very much for everyone for watching. Give us some feedback. We would like to get some opinions from your viewers side as well. Apologies again for the technical parts. and there's always room for improvement. This was just a very short and very spontaneous idea that we had, and I had to quickly learn the program as well. As a co-commentator, you don't really play around with the technic part a lot, but we love to see the support as well. Dragon, great job signing, also Freefall, and the baby Yoda, absolute amazing, and 100% will do something in the future again. But other than that, guys, I would like to say have a good evening to everyone, whatever you guys are still going to do. And hopefully we will all see you on a live stream on Monday, where we commentate and race for the CRA. And as well for Thursdays, we have T1, T2, and T3. And it's going to be time for Japan. Guys, thank you very much. Over and out.
Thank you for having me, Steiny.